What's up, movie nerds? It's your girl, Cece, and let's get candid about the bad guys, too. For a movie with bad right in the title, it was certainly quite the opposite. I mean, really, this movie was almost as good as the first. Like, this close.
No kidding.
I was really thinking that this was going to be a sad sequel, like many are. But then it exceeded my expectations and then some. This is definitely a movie that you want to see if you enjoyed the first one. And if you haven't seen the first one, I highly recommend watching it, because there's a lot that you will miss or just not understand if you don't watch the first before the second. It's not what I'd call a standalone movie.
Well, duh, dude.
Yeah, the second one will definitely spoil the first. But that's just my initial review of the movie. Keep on watching to see the full review and whether or not you want to give this movie a shot. There will be spoilers and the reasons for the rating.
You have been warned.
So let's get this party started.
I mean, really, let's do this, mother!
First up is acting, which I give an 8 out of 10. The main cast was just as good in the sequel as they were in the first movie. And that is to say, quite good. They were over the top when needed, subtle when needed. I mean, their voices lended themselves quite well to this movie, and especially to this style of animation.
Watch this.
Most of the new cast did quite good as well. The only one that I felt was the weak link was Kitty Cat. The voice just didn't really match the ferocity and the feeling of the character. It was okay, but it could have been better and more on par with the rest.
Oddly enough, I actually understood that.
Now for the story and script, which I give a 7 out of 10. I liked this story. I did, but it just seemed a little weird to me that the New Age crew, you know, the one that cuts corners and can't do everything by themselves, could get the better of Mr. Wolf's crew so much.
I'm not exactly asking.
I get that it's probably because Mr. Wolf's crew has to do things on the up and up, but it was just too bad that it wasn't more like Ocean's 11, where the main crew was in control like the entire time, even when it seemed like they weren't, instead of them barely getting through by the skin of their teeth.
Oh my god, I almost died.
Even so, kids probably don't really care about that. So, for a kids movie about reformed villains doing one last heist, it was pretty darn fun. It made me feel things. And the ending was just as shocking as it was perfect. All in all, I liked the story, but yes, there were a few nitpicks.
You are always nitpicking.
Now for the details, which I give a 10 out of 10. You know me, guys, I really struggle to give 10 out of 10s, but I think this movie deserves it. I mean, the details in this movie were just pretty amazing. There were little things like all over that I clocked that were so inconsequential to little children. You know, like this PG movie is targeting, but so fantastic to the adults in the audience.
How awesome was that?
For instance, the piling of the envelopes in the corner of the hideout, showing the habit of tossing them over there again and again every time they get them. The little bits that come into play later that make you go, hey, I remember that. Plus, the intense care to the animation.
The attention to detail is excellent.
The animation style is just so perfect for this movie, and it was done so well. I didn't see anything out of place, and honestly, it's worth a rewatch just to see if there were any other cool bits that I missed. You can tell that the studio made this movie for all ages.
Wasn't that just magnificent?
Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the full review. So here's your spoiler warning right now.
Spoiler alert.
And let's get into the reasons for the rating. So this movie was a PG family comedy, and yeah, that explains it 100% accurately. So let's talk about that.
Sex, baby.
You know, there's a little bit of innuendos here and there with Mr. Snake and Susan. Plus, they kissed a lot, and one kiss was very extremely weird. You know, only a snake could do. So there's that. Nothing too crazy though.
The gross stuff.
Literally anytime Mr. Snake coughs up anything. Also, Mr. Piranha's farts, and when Mr. Snake and Susan kiss that one time.
Time for violence!
It's basically just cartoon violence, like punching, kicking, nobody getting seriously hurt. Plus, there's clearly no consequences to anything, including hurling thousands of miles from space straight into Earth in a rocket ship, or being so close to the vacuum of space that you start forming icicles on yourself. Plus, this is all without any protective gear.
How is that possible?
The only time someone is shown with actual damage is when Mr. Wolf gets beat up by Diane, and he's shown to have like a black eye that quickly fades actually. And also, the crash landing from space to Earth, they're shown with casts and stuff like they broke a few things, but nothing big.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
Overall, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. An amazing sequel to an amazing first movie. And it definitely deserves a watch and a rewatch. Even if you aren't a kid, the animation alone is worth seeing. And the story ain't nothing to sneeze at. I mean, it was almost as good as the first.
Want to stay and watch it again?
Just remember to watch the first movie first to really understand and appreciate the sequel. Now that I know that this franchise is in such good hands, I'd love to see a prequel about how the crew got together and their first ever heist. But seriously, this is a sequel worth watching for all ages. Also, stick around for the post-credit scene. They're clearly setting themselves up for a third movie.
Wrap that up and give it to a child on Christmas, because we're done.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts and what you want to see me review next. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little notification bell so you never miss a review just like this. Also, click right here to see my most recent review about a kid's horror movie called Sketch. And if you click right here, you can see the review on the best superhero movie of this year so far. And if you want to see my shorts or anything else, click right here to go straight to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and just remember, right here at Candid Cinema, it's okay to talk, it's okay to text, and I will see you later. Bye!